Welcome to the Apple Daily News. This podcast is created by Generative AI. Today is September 4th, 2024, and we're diving into the latest stories surrounding Apple technology, software, and devices. As always, links to all stories can be found in the episode notes. Microsoft has expressed concerns over Apple's 30% commission fee on in-app purchases, stating that it makes launching an Xbox Cloud gaming app on iOS economically unfeasible. This fee structure, Microsoft argues, hinders competition and innovation in the gaming sector. The tech giant has faced obstacles with Apple's stringent App Store policies, which have been criticized for being anti-competitive. Microsoft continues to explore alternative solutions to bring its gaming services to Apple users. In a historical flashback, the 1999 Power Mac G4 was once subject to US export regulations due to its processing power, which was classified under military-related guidelines. Apple's marketing claimed it was classified as a weapon, though this was more about its potential military applications, rather than being a weapon itself. Despite temporary export restrictions, Apple used this narrative to enhance its marketing, portraying the G4 as a groundbreaking machine. Concerns are rising that Apple may be undermining the MacBook Pro line with the release of the Space Black MacBook Pro featuring the M3 chip. This model is only available with the more expensive M3 Pro or M3 Max chips, suggesting a push towards higher-priced options. The article questions Apple's intentions, as the company seems to be promoting more premium models while potentially sidelining the Pro line. Asahi Lina faces challenges integrating a new Apple GPU driver written in Rust into the Linux kernel. The driver, stable within Asahi Linux, remains outside the mainline kernel due to difficulties merging Rust code with the existing C-based DRM subsystem. This highlights a fundamental mismatch between Rust developers' goals of creating safe interfaces and the existing C-based structures. Apple is set to launch the fourth-generation iPhone SE in early 2025, featuring an OLED display for the first time. This shift completes Apple's transition to OLED technology across its entire iPhone lineup, impacting traditional LCD suppliers like Japan Display and Sharp. The new iPhone SE is expected to adopt a design similar to the iPhone 14, with features like Face ID and a USB-C port. The WDC65C816 microprocessor, used in the Apple IIgs and SNES, continues to influence retro computing projects and modern applications. Developed by the Western Design Center, this 16-bit microprocessor features a unique architecture and supports a total of 92 instructions. Its legacy endures in various projects, showcasing its enduring impact in the microprocessor landscape. 50 human rights organizations have urged Apple to restore VPN apps to its Russian App Store, removed following a request from the Russian censorship authority. Critics argue that Apple's compliance undermines its commitment to freedom of expression. VPNs are crucial for Russian citizens to access blocked platforms, and activists emphasize the need for Apple to uphold international human rights standards. Apple has announced job cuts affecting approximately 100 employees from its services group, primarily those involved with the Apple Books app. This decision is part of a strategic shift within the company, redirecting focus to other divisions like Apple News. Despite the layoffs, Apple continues to employ around 161,000 people, indicating a small fraction of its workforce is affected. The Digital Markets Act aims to regulate major tech companies to ensure fair competition and consumer protection. Apple can no longer mandate its payment system for in-app purchases, and Meta must allow WhatsApp users to communicate with other platforms. The European Commission has initiated investigations into potential violations, highlighting the challenges in ensuring compliance with the new legal framework. Apple is set to unveil the iPhone 16 with a rumored new feature, a dedicated capture button for enhancing photography and multimedia recording. This button may serve multiple functions beyond photography, potentially replacing other buttons and voice assistant activations. It represents a significant step towards enhanced digital interaction and memory preservation. An article on macOS security explores sandboxing and the transparency, consent, and control framework. It reveals over 40 exploitable vulnerabilities, emphasizing the need for developers to be aware of seemingly minor vulnerabilities. The article suggests Apple should implement a block list feature to enhance security against outdated applications with known vulnerabilities. The Volume Counter app allows users to track counts using their iPhone's volume buttons. It features a dual mode for separate counting per button and a screen lock option for pocket use. The app has received positive reviews for its functionality and privacy, requiring iOS 14.6 or later and compatible with iPhone, iPod Touch, and Mac with Apple M1 chip. Repaint is a new website builder designed for creators seeking creative freedom. It offers an intuitive editing experience on an open canvas, combining design and web development. Aimed at semi-technical users, Repaint supports responsive design and offers a free start option with paid plans for hosting on custom domains. That's all for today's episode of the Apple Daily News. We hope you enjoyed our deep dive into the latest Apple stories. Don't forget to check the episode notes for links to all the stories we've covered. Join us again tomorrow for more updates and insights. Until then, stay curious and stay informed.